Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's dark. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
On the ground, it's Bentley. Oh, what a spin. Oh, the pirouette gets him loose. And he's running in the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Line gets set, 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. He's got his man. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The ball's free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Retzlaff. Buys a little time with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Turns it loose. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the
ball squirts free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The give to the tailback. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Amos. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
That's reeled in. It's Parrish. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Looking to pass. It's Dart. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Looking for a deep man. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Sweet feet on the move. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Looking for a crease. It's Bentley. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. To the air. It's Dart. Coming after him. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Might be looking to run. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays, now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. And now they've lost the ball here. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all of this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. Trailing, they're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
325.
Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. They're trying to get to him. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Still looking. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down.
And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Leaves it with the back. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Bentley. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
It's really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he breaks the turnover.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Trying the left side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Finds his man down the middle. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Power football with the run. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Going for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires one high and deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
Moves.
They'll go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The running back has it. Fakes his man out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Parrish. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to the left. Oh, just left him grasping. Right down the gut of the field.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Pump.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Rebels send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Davis. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50.
42,
From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass, it's Dart. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the run, it's Bentley. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
The Rebels pick up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Now adjusting. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that was a nice effort to lay out, not let the ball hit the ground, suck it in. What a great catch by that playmaker.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The give to Davis. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. I guess they wanted a little window dressing on that one. They knocked through the field goal, put a 3 spot on the board. Not nearly enough, and this one is over. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.